It's time to head back to the 70s for NBA 2K25. As always, I'm Pete Toll, aka PT Sports 84, bringing you all of the official NBA 2K25 roster content, as well as tons of various community rosters and projects, including a lot of my own for 2K25. This one specifically is the 1975 1976 NBA and ABA season roster. The original roster is by Edward Lozano. He was gracious enough to allow me to help with some edits to coaches, converting it to play now. There's additional edits by NASCAR Cool 9 and Joe Schmo 2585. So, of course, thank you for their efforts. They help with uniforms and courts, among other things. There is a My NBA scenario under Edwards gamer tag. So I'll make sure to retweet that on X so that way you guys can see that as well. This is the conversion to play now. It has the coaches added, all of the uniforms. I had to fix the uniforms for the Denver Nuggets. For whatever reason, they weren't converting correctly from my NBA to play now, but they're working now in the roster. Um, but showing off the roster, so you have complete rosters here. I added, like I said, I've got the coaches. You've got Gene Shue, Larry Costello, Casey Jones, Dick Motta, Bill Fitch, Tommy Heinsohn, Jack Ramsey, Cotton Fitzsimmons, Butch Van Bredekoff, Phil Johnson, Red Holzman, Bill Sharman, Rod Thorne, Kevin Lowry, Larry Brown, Slick Leonard, Ray Scott, Johnny Egan, Bob Bass, John McLeod, Bill Russell, Lenny Wilkins, and of course Al Addles. I did the best I could with the coach faces, so they may not be 100%, but I tried to do the best I could overall. But yeah, a complete roster here for you guys to play. Like I said, it's got some ABA teams in it. You've got the Pacers, the Nuggets, the Nets, and the Spirits. A couple teams that season folded. With San Diego and Utah, they folded like midway through the season. So really, you're only missing the Kentucky Colonels and the Virginia Squires for this one to complete the ABA. If somebody wanted to take the scenario and add them, they could certainly do that. I did not do that just out of respect for the original roster. So I didn't want to glitch anything or make any drastic changes to it. But you've got all the team logos, team uniforms are correct, the courts are correct. Like I said, incredible work by NASCAR Cool and Joe Schmo. They both helped out Edward in converting the roster to be 100% accurate. All I did was add the coaches. I converted it to play now, so that way anybody could use it on console as well as PC for next gen. So if everybody enjoys this roster, please make sure you're sharing this roster across the community. Make sure you give a shout out to all three of the creators I mentioned as well. If you haven't already, click that thumbs up button to like the video. Make sure you're sharing this roster across the community, like I said. And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to keep bringing roster content throughout the coming weeks, especially custom content, considering there's not a lot of official content this time of year for 2K other than some roster updates and maybe a player likeness update if we get anything in the patch coming up in a few weeks. Other than that, just be on the lookout for various years for custom rosters, various things like that. So thanks everybody for the continued support as always. But hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.